is our co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. Ruiz and Dimitrenko going head-to-head in the heavyweight division. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event, BBC on Fox this Saturday here in Southern California, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 12 rounds in the welterweight division. First of all, please welcome to the stage. His record 20 wins, 14 of those coming inside the distance against 6 losses and 2 bouts even. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the always entertaining Adrian and Granados. Adrian, before we get set to meet your opponent, give us your thoughts on, assuming everything goes according to plan, how significant would the victory over Danny Garcia on Saturday night mean to you in your career?
It would mean a lot. You know, it's a huge fight, a big opportunity for me. You know, big win against Danny Garcia. Had helped me to, you know, where I deserve and belong to be. And that's what I'm coming to do Saturday night.
Adrian, and to take that record, an impressive one. 34 wins, 20 of those coming by way of KO against just 2 defeats. This 2-division world champion joins us from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the elite in the welterweight division, Danny Swift Garcia. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Garcia and Adrian Granados, 12 rounds of us in the welterweight division. Danny, before we let you take a seat, Danny, you've accomplished a lot in your career. You're a 2-division world champion. You have a beautiful family. You have really carved out a legacy in boxing. But where does the motivation come from on your end to continue to fight tough opponents like Adrian Granados on Saturday night?
You know, I just love competing. You know, as a kid, I always loved to fight. I love boxing. And that's what motivates me. I just love the sport. I want to go out there and give my fans around the world a great show. And that's what I'm motivated by, my legacy. This is all for my legacy right now.
We look forward to it now. I will turn it over to our very own Heidi Angelo to conduct the rest of the press conference.
Thank you very much, Ray, and thank you to all of you for PBC on Fox. Let's get it started with you, Danny. You guys have not been in the same room, but yet I feel like we've seen a lot of talking going on throughout this promotion. What is it like to stare across from him, be face to face here in this room as we gear up for Saturday night?
You know, it's fight time. It's on. You know, all the talk is done. The hard work's been put in. And I'm here. I'm confident. I'm motivated. I feel great. I have one of the best camps of my career. And I'm going to go in there and show the world Saturday night what Danny Garcia is all about. It's not new to me. I've been here plenty of times. It's just another day at work for me, so I can't wait.
How about for you, Adrian?
Yeah, no, it's going to be an exciting fight. You know, like Danny said, all the talk's over, all the preparation's done. I'll wait every camp. I feel prepared and ready, and I'm ready for war Saturday night.
Danny, you've seen the names now with PBC on Fox. We've seen a lot of guys like Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao getting all the glory over the past few months since this debut. Do you feel like, has it been frustrating for you to see them get that glory? And how important is it for you to get a decisive win here against Granados to get your name back in that mix?
No, I don't look at it like that. Like they had the glory because I've been popular before they even popped off. So I've been a world champion when they were still contenders. So I've been shining for a long time. So they, in my eyes, they're still catching up to me.
Adrian, the same can be said for you. This is a huge opportunity, right? The welterweight division is on fire, and it's an exciting time for this division. Do you feel like, though, you have to get more than a win? You've said you've been on the B side, you've been the stepping stone. Do you feel like Danny looks at you that way coming into this fight?
You know what? I'm not sure how he sees me, but you know, I know what I'm focused on, what I gotta do. That's why, you know, we're ready. Definitely want a dominating and exciting victory this Saturday. You know, I'm here to show that I'm a serious player in this welterweight division as well.
All right, well, let's move on to the heavyweights, another division that is awfully fun to watch. Let's start with you, Andy. Welcome to PBC. This will be your first fight under the Premier Boxing Championship banner. How exciting is this for you to be fighting on Fox, and what made you make this decision?
You know, I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for handing it on my team, and I'm blessed. I always wanted to be here at PBC, all the big heavyweight names, and you know, thank God that I'm here now. And from all the BS stuff that I had behind me, you know, I'm happy to be here now.
I spoke to you yesterday, and you talked about hiring a nutritionist, a chef, being more disciplined. Point him out here. All right, well done, well done. He's looking good. I saw him at the workouts yesterday. You've said you've not only had a pep in your step because you're with the PBC, but I feel like you kind of have a pep in your step because you're in shape. What is different for you, and how is that going to resonate on Saturday?
You know, I'm just more hungry, more motivated. All the other training camps, I wouldn't take it serious. Now that I'm with Manny Robles and Estrella, I'm more dedicated, more focused on accomplishing my dreams, and that's becoming the first heavyweight Mexican champion of the world. I'm destined to make history. I'm going to make history, hopefully this year or next year. And like I said, I'm motivated, and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, let's go to your opponent. I know that, Alexander, you said that this was the hardest training camp, maybe the most motivated you've been. 10 weeks that you trained for this guy right here. Why do you feel like it was a little extra in this one, and maybe this was the best one for you yet?
I had to everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm looking forward to fight today. And yeah, I'm ready. It was the best training camp that I have, and I'm fit. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to win. And I will give not my best. I will give everything to win as well.
You know, he is in terms of stature, he's a smaller heavyweight, but a very fast one. What have you done to prepare for the quickness of Ruiz?
I'm not slow too.
Fair enough, fair enough. How about you? How have you prepared for this guy? What did you bring in for him?
You know, I've been training.
Do you agree? Do you agree with that statement?
Well, we're gonna see on Saturday who's faster. You know, he got the longer reach and all that, but I think I got the faster movements, faster hands. But you know, we're gonna see. You know, he's right there trying to take Cheerios away from my kids, and I just can't let that happen.
Can't let those Cheerios go, that's for sure. Let's move on. We start things off 8 o'clock, 5 Eastern. It will be for the interim WBA Super Bantamweight title. Brandon, 22 years old. You've knocked out some former world champs. Now you have an opportunity to become a champion. Were you surprised to get the call for this title shot so soon?
No. I've been preparing myself for my fight. My training has been tough. And, I haven't made the moves. And, I'm talking, thank you to God, to my team, my dad, my father, everyone that's behind me and supporting me. So, I'm here for a reason, and I'm going to prove it Saturday.
I spoke to your father yesterday, and he said, you guys expect this to be a little bit of a chess match, but he doesn't feel as though Young Fred will be able to handle your pressure. Do you feel as though the pressure is going to be the key?
Yes, ma'am. The pressure, the inside game, the body shots, it's the readiness that I bring to the ring is, I feel like he's not going to be able to handle that.
Well, Young Fred, I'll let you respond to that. Do you feel as though, how have you prepared for the pressure of a guy like Brandon Figueroa, who's undefeated coming into this one?
Muchas gracias a PBC por la oportunidad que me está dando. Mi campamento fue excelente. Sabemos que Brandon viene en ascenso y es un peleador bueno. Nosotros nos preparamos para él y nosotros somos el tamaño de compromiso que se nos presenta. Estamos preparados para pelear. El sábado quiero ser nuevamente campeón mundial y Brandon va a ser el que soy.
Well, I'm very happy to be fighting under the PBC banner. We had a great training camp. We know Brandon is a very tough fighter, and Brandon is not going to get in the way of me having my dream, which is being world champion.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll take this opportunity now to open it up to the members of our media who are making their way down here. All right, let's start out.
Edward Rich with All Newspaper. My question is for Danny. Danny, Sean Porter said that Granados was a tougher opponent. Do you agree with that? And also, if you can analyze briefly both of your fights with Sean Porter.
Sean Porter, he's a hater. He's a hater. It is what it is. I'm not praying for
Smiles all the
this.
time now. Colgate smile.
But at the end of the day, styles make fights, and we're gonna see Saturday night who's the better fighter.
Thank you.
Marcos Villegas with SB Nation and Fight Hub. This question is for Adrian Granados. Adrian, on paper, do you feel that Danny Garcia is the toughest opponent you have faced in your whole career?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't take nothing away from him. He's accomplished a lot in the sport, and he's taken advantage of, all the opportunities they've given him. Winning this fight will be a huge win, probably the biggest win of my career. And, I'm looking forward to doing that Saturday night.
The second question is for Andy Ruiz. Andy, skill for skill, do you think you match up with all the top heavyweights in this division? And do you feel, because of your speed, that's a huge advantage over any heavyweight in the division?
Yeah, I came a long way, coming from this, like how they say, big fat guy coming from where I am right now, but, I just have to stay disciplined, hard work, and I'll be back to fight for the world title pretty soon.
Thank you.
Hey Brandon, question for you. You're making a big impression at 122 pounds. Do you feel like you're on the doorstep now for a title fight?
Yes, sir. I feel like I worked my way over here, all thanks to PBC Ahim and God and my team. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be fighting for a world title.
Thank you very much, guys. All right, Danny, really quick before we wrap things up here, in terms of this fight, where have you focused your energy in preparation? You've been in the ring for many, many years. You've had a lot of training camps, but what did you focus on specifically for this fight?
To me, this is a big fight. This is a big fight for me. I have to go in there and show the world that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So my motivation was, I got to go in there and look good and show the world that I'm still one of the best.
Did you sharpen anything? Were there any things that you felt like after those losses that you needed to really go back to the drawing board and refocus on?
I mean, we worked harder, we worked smarter. We got a new conditioning coach working on new different things. As you can see, my body is a lot stronger and bigger now. I feel like I've grown into a true welterweight, and I feel good. I feel great.
This is not just a fight that is going to be fireworks because of the two of you. There's some heritage that goes into this. We've got Mexico versus Puerto Rico. We've got Chicago versus Philly. How much does that matter to you, Adrian, and how much is that a factor?
I think it's going to make for a great fight. Naturally, we're both kids from, tough neighborhoods. He's from Philly, me from Chicago. And, he's got that Puerto Rican blood and I got that Mexican blood. Un saludos a toda la plebada de México. I'm proud of, who I am and where I'm from, and I know he is too. And I know we're both going to represent who we are and where we're from.
All right, what's the toughest city? What's the toughest city?
Chicago's always been new, so nothing But I'm not gonna underestimate Philadelphia. I'm not underestimating Danny. We both came through rough surroundings, and look where we're at now. So if anything, it's it's a blessing for both of us to both be here and really show that, you know, two cities that are known usually for crime and, you know, negativity, you know, we got positivity coming out of cities.
Danny?
Where you from and where you at? And you know, we know LA loves Danny Garcia, baby.
Here at the press conference, looking forward to an exciting night of PBC on Fox Saturday. Be sure to tune in. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right.